They're attacking sell side. They just flash 735 QQQ. They might bounce it up here above and take out this high and then come lower. Be on alert. They might sweep this low here. How many ticks have they dumped this? 600 ticks in a straight line?
Yep.
Damn. Good morning, Tino. Good morning, Abundant. Good morning, Zero. Anyone have interest in signing the Tradeovate? I don't really use Tradeovate. Not too high, not too low. Correct. Watch them sweep this low and dope. They want to go lower, not higher. That gap fill Thursday model reigns supreme. Be on alert for a bounce now. They just swept that internal. Well, ES didn't sweep it. ES didn't sweep it, so they're gonna go lower. They just swept this just now. You need to be on alert, and now they're tapping into a 15-minute BISI for fuel potentially. You need to be on hyper alert. That's what you need to be doing. This is not a joke and it's not a game. These people are serious and they're trying to go lower. Watch out. The last thing you should be doing is getting ready to press this short button right now. The most dangerous thing you can do right now, to me in my brain, is long this. What I would not do is short this. Understand what I just told you? I would not enter into a short position right now. Because why? Because they've been
Yeah, I
dumping
got
this entire
stopped.
time.
I should have taken the 700. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're an idiot. What I'm saying is yeah, absolutely. You were up 700 ticks on the open on the gap fill Thursday. I would have done that.
Now that it's smacked that VWAP,
They're
it'll
gonna
go
bounce
right
it.
back. Yeah, of
They're
course.
gonna
Of
bounce
course
this.
it will.
Watch, because they're not gonna do the gap fill Thursday in one swoop immediately on the open. That would be too obvious. Because why? Because too many people will be alerted to a gap fill Thursday. No one really knows about a gap fill Thursday. It's like that on purpose. They're confusing you. They dumped that market 800 ticks in a straight line in 6 minutes. Now they're going to bounce. What I would not do is press this short button right now. They're liable to bounce this market at any point in time. You've been warned. They still haven't really engineered liquidity. Why? Because they just went down in a straight line and did nothing. Market only been open for 6 minutes. I wonder what kind of news they got releasing today. That's what we need to be doing. Thank God Chris is on an intraday. I mean, an end of day drawdown account. That would have been dangerous if he was on an intraday. I hope he's not on no intraday. I mean, yeah. I hope he's
End
not
of
on.
day.
Yeah, I hope he
I don't
wasn't.
fuck with that intraday. No, not out.
Yeah, you would have
I'd
got
rather spend an
cooked.
extra 100. I would rather spend an extra $100 on a prop than go for an intraday. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, because that suits your trading style. Good.
Yeah, that shit's just too diabolical.
Based off how you trade, absolutely. 100%.
So I'm gonna say this right now. Once the MNQ or NQ comes down to 33.80.50, that could be a good bounce zone because right now we are tapping into
Look
a
at this.
very, very, very small 15-minute on ES. I think it just wants to come down, take that liquidity sweep, respect the VWAP in that 1 hour, and then it could potentially, just going off of my, very small Sibby Bissy theory, but obviously don't hold too much weight to that. Get confirmation first, friends.
Absolutely. Don't be surprised if they liquidation dump it right now and then go higher. They're forming a base. Usually the market likes to reverse on a jagged edge. I'm looking at the QQQ and it's forming a base. Market doesn't like to hold your hand and let you know it's getting ready to reverse. It usually likes to give you a jagged edge and then reverse. They want to bounce this right now. Remember what I told you. What I would not do is short this. Understand that the most dangerous thing to do is not always What I would not do. This is the first day that the market is trying to process an FOMC meeting, the new FOMC meeting. This is the first day that they have to really begin to move money around after that. Everyone had the opportunity to process everything, understand what I just told you. And now the algorithm is processing things. That's why you have this dump candle like this. This move right here was fake. They want to everyone needs to come over here and set an alert over here. Where at 7428 crossing, and then the name of the alert needs to be gap fill Thursday 6/18. Why? Because it's Thursday and it's gap fill Thursday, so you know if it gets filled or not. You can add that to the statistics, to the statistical log. I think they want to dump this and then bounce. They're about to bounce this market. Make no mistake about this. I'm trying to tell you they're about to bounce this market. They just tapped into that 15-minute BISI and now they're bouncing. They don't want to go no lower now. They want to go higher again. Oh, excuse me. Look at that Lululemon piece of crap. They want to bounce this. Maybe come up to this 1 and this 5 and then go lower. Market bouncing, but it's not bouncing in the manner where I like. You don't short into a 1 and a 5 and a 15-minute BISI. You don't do no shit like that. They're going to bounce on you. I think that they want to dump this and flash this VWAP as somehow, some way. That's what my brain telling me. My brain telling me that there's a lot of people probably trying to buy this dip over here and they thinking safe, so they'll do something like this and then they'll do this and then they'll bounce it. That's what my brain's telling me right now. My brain is telling me not to short this. I would not do that. But I think that when they bounce this, if you long this, I think that's the most dangerous thing you can do on the gap fill Thursday. That's what my brain's telling me as well. And my brain's also telling me that they came over here and they touched the 745, so they might make 745 buyers think, hey, you know what? This is a good idea. Let's long this and they'll slam it. They're about to bounce this. Be on alert. You need to watch out. That's what you need to do. They want to go lower, like I said. Look at that dump. Guys, if you see a base being formed, it's fake. If you see anything that looks like support and resistance, it's fake. Understand that. If you see anything that looks like support and resistance, it's fake. Good job, Caleb. Proud of you. They go to yeet this to this floor and dump this over here below. If you see any base being formed, it is fake. Why would they make these people at 745 feel good like this? Like, why not go higher like this and then yeet this on this floor and then go higher? They want to dump this. This is bearish, not bullish. Why would they validate those people for? Just stop and just use your brain. They don't want nothing to do with any of those strategies that you're trading from a book. They're going to do almost the opposite. Let me write inside my journal today. Let me check this news release. They want to dump and not go higher. Excuse me. Let me check the news release. Now they might bounce it after they stopped everybody out. No news releasing today. Philly Fed, jobless claims, everything in line. Okay, cool. Now that looks convincing. Okay, at the top of my journal, I'm going to write, obviously, the date. These candles are very aggressive. Probably best you wait. 618. Excuse me. Top of my journal, I'm going to write gap fill Thursday. Do not be marrying loans on the gap fill Thursday when we gapped up. Don't marry them. You can still take them, but don't marry them. You better be in and out. Next, I'm going to write OPEX. OPEX. OPEX, time distortion. Why?
So that's
Because
a
that's
7
already
on
expected.
SPY.
Who?
7 on SPY.
Okay, bet. I'm going to look at that in a minute. Next line, I'm going to write 950, comma, 1050, comma, 1150, comma, 250, macro. Next line, 1150, inverse, 1208, lunch sweep. Next line, 130, comma, 209, time hack. Skip a line. I need to be trading market structure today and not guessing. Not on the OPEX. Market structure again, comma, same line, pure liquidity. Line below, skip a line, 2 lines below, Q's HVL, skip a line below that. SPY HVL, line below that. SPX HVL. Any tips on psychology? Watch the live stream. Or sign up for the mentorship. I give out psychological tips all throughout the live stream. Or you can sign up for the mentorship and we can go over whatever it is that you're directly struggling with and we can help your psychology. And the mentorship is free. Skip 3 lines and in the skip 3 lines and smack dab in the middle of the page I'm writing base hits. Line below that, where's the Q's HVL level at? So for everybody, because Dev likes to know, Q's HVL is at, what's that at, 732? 50? 732.
11 on SPY.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna tap in right now. 0 DTE is at 731. This market is moving very, very, very fast. If I play those volume balances, I can get cooked. So I'm gonna still watch it. Look at them inverses 15-minute busy. You need to set an alert over here for this volume bounce on this spot. That's dangerous. I don't think they seriously want to go higher. I'm being dead serious. Q's HVL on the SPY is are we a negative HVL? Q's HVL on SPY is where? I don't see it. The deal was signed yesterday, the new deal for Iran. Q's HVL, SPY HVL is at 748. 0DTE is at 749. It's the HVL level for the 0 to T chain. SPY HVL is at, I can hardly see these numbers, and I like it like that. Why? Because I'm not trading off of them, that's why. I can hardly see the numbers, and I'm looking directly at the screen. SPX HVL is at 7495. Zero DT is where? Usually 0 DT is higher. Zero DT is at 7420. Okay. Timestamp 950 macro. Expect volatility injection. Pull out my highlighter. Highlight gap fill Thursday. OPEX time distortion. I'm gonna highlight market structure and pure liquidity, and I'm gonna highlight base hits. Where's Q's HVL is at 731. I'm gonna highlight that. So I'm 732 and 731. SPY is at 748. I'm gonna highlight that. And 74 what? 74.95. We're up here inside this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna highlight all of them. All of the levels. They want to bounce to go higher, not lower. Watch out. Look at them bounce this. They want to go higher, not lower. Everything is bouncing. Intel was up 10 percentile. Where's NVIDIA at? NVIDIA's up 2%. That's dangerous for the short side. Look at that SpaceX down to 180. And you sitting there trying to buy that damn SpaceX at 220. Trying to make a quick dollar on something that's in price discovery. Do you know how many people got hurt with that SpaceX and nothing like that? Do you understand that? Such an easy day today. K3 says. I think they about to attack this damn sell side. That's what my brain telling me. My brain telling me don't long this. Close at 19. Low at 30. That's an 11 on the SPY. Hell, they left one over here on this damn SPX too. They're pairing two of them together for real. They about to dump this and go lower. This is not bullish to me. I think
3
this is
to
bearish.
5 on the Qs.
They're about to dump this, Brody. Look at that one God body candle. Holy shit. Look at that God body candle dump. Jesus Christ. I was getting ready to press that short button, you know. I promise I was getting ready to press that short button, you know. They're not even going to let me play this. Look at that.
Order filled.
I'm going to press this short button right now, and I'm going to try and get 120 ticks to the downside just on 3 micros.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Best I go break even.
Order filled.
Order canceled.
Okay, I'm done for today.
Order canceled. Order canceled.
Order filled.
I was just up $300, you know.
Order canceled. Order canceled. Order canceled.
I'm done for today. No more for me. Gap fill Thursday model paired with a volume balance. I short 120 ticks to the downside, 3 micros. I don't want to F around with them on a OPEX. I don't want to overstay my welcome. I've accomplished my goal now. $200 I take 30 funded accounts. I print the money. I front run. I promise, I swear to God, I'm not trading any of my accounts for the rest of this day. I'm done. Thank you, Matt, for the volume balance trade. Thank you, sir. If you were on TikTok and you saw me press that button just now, the trade was over with. It was done by the time you saw it. You needed to have been in Discord in order to hear that in real time. TikTok has a 20-second latency delay. That trade literally took like 10 seconds from start to
Yo,
finish.
E,
What up?
you gotta give me one of the.
That was free money. Bang! Colt says he take. Oh, you took that trade, Colt? Oh, no, you sent that before. There's no way in hell you took that. Because I took that trade at 9:55. You sent that at 9:55.
They still didn't fill it on SPY though.
I was already in.
Or
this
the
shit.
Qs.
Yeah, I know, but I just front ran it because I'm only trying to make $200 a day off these bonus accounts. I got 2 more days of doing this. Oh, really? Look at that. They just filled this now on the QQQ. They're about to come over here and fill it over here on the SPY. They don't want to go higher. They want to go lower. Are you asleep at the helm? What is going? Oh, my camera's still on. Goodness. Are you asleep at the helm? Discord is telling you where this market's going. The Student Society are telling you they're making free money off this. Are you asleep? This was bearish, now bullish. You should have been shorting it up here on this green candle upwards. You don't short in the hole at the bottom of a liquidation dump candle. You wait for it to go higher and you see something lower, then you take. Base hit I take. I promise you I'm done for the day. Nah, all this aside. All this aside, I'm not going to test them. I'm going to take $200 and I'm going to run away like a fat bandit. Why? Because me risking any more money for the rest of this day is just not worth it. Why would I risk going red and being and working harder? I mean, I could count. Well, here's the deal. I could count this as I could take one more trade to try to get an extra 30 or 40 bucks to try and snivel my way out of this market into a $200 a day. But my account balance on my 20 accounts is sitting at $50,600. So I know I'm gonna get at least another 3 or 4 more $200 days before that's over with. So if I could just get closer to my objective, then that's fine, because I need 5 $200 days. I know for a fact I'm going to get at least 2 or 3 more $200 days before I get to this payout, before I get eligible for this payout. I know that for a fact. That's what I do know. So what I also do know is that I'm about to turn off this trade copier. I got 3 more days to goof around on this so that I can make $9,000 on 6 accounts, 6 or 7 accounts. That's what I need to do. And guess what? Do you know what I can do with $9,000, boy? For a week and a half worth of work? For a week's worth of work? Do you know what I can do with $9,000, boy? Are you crazy? I can pay my mortgage. Mostly. I'm being dead serious. That's not a joke. You know what I could do with $9,000, boy? That's how much money I make in Discord in literally 7 or 8 months. Literally 7 or 8, almost 9 months. That's not a joke. That helps keep prices in Discord almost free. You know, bearish. You needed bearish. You need to have been out of this short when they feel that volume imbalance and you sitting there goofing around trying to go 20 contracts in, expecting us to go into hell.
They got relative equal lows on ES.
Let's look in. Yeah, absolutely relatively equal. They might come over here and reattack after they tap into this imbalance of some sort. This is I still think this is bearish. I'm just rinsing and repeating this gap fill Thursday model. What are you doing? Are you asleep over there on that damn TikTok trying to figure out what's going on? While we sitting there calling out these imbalances and just siphoning off free money from the market. Look at this beautiful rejection. This one of this 5-minute SIBI. Green candle bounce, I short, base hit, I'm out, 120 ticks to the dump side, less than 10 seconds. Shit. If you watch on the damn TikTok, I just got out of the trade. And the trade ended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes ago. You just seeing me press the sell button right now on TikTok. And so you'll hear what I'm telling you right now 10 minutes from now. That's what you'll hear. They want to go higher now, and they're goofing around. I am trading immediate draws and liquidity right now with what I can see. I don't trust them at all. Reclaim previous day low. I don't trust them at all. And guess what I'm doing? I'm closing my journal. I don't trust them at all. It is a gap fill Thursday, and it's an OPEX. The market is conflicting itself. I don't trust them. They're not going to hose me today. No, sir. No, when I'm at this damn payout, you crazy, boy. No, when I'm close to this damn payout over here, you know what I could do with damn $10,000? You crazy? $200 a day. $200 a day. But, you know, I'm not a rapper, so I'm terrible with synonyms and rhymes. So I can't think of something. Maybe later. Gang, have you seen SpaceX? Yeah, I seen this down like 5-6%. I seen it. Everybody keep messaging me, hey, man, I made it to SpaceX on 200. Now they down. Now they scared. Buy it now. Why you want to buy it now? Buy it. It's down 7%. What's the difference between today and yesterday being at 220? Nah, it's down 11%. Now it's down 6% from where it closed at yesterday. It's probably down like 11, 12% from the highs. You was getting ready to buy yesterday at 220. Buy it now. Buy the SpaceX now. It's down $12 from where it closed. It's down 6.5%. I'm looking at it right now. Buy now. You don't jump headfirst into something in price discovery. You don't do no shit like that. Rookie mistake. Anything fast money is a rookie mistake. Understand what I just told you. Anything fast money is a rookie mistake. That's what they want you to do. And I know some of y'all probably thinking, bro, this is a perfect opportunity. You can't really short it for like the next few months. The insiders can't sell. They sold you on that bullshit. You can still lose. You do know that, right? Like, you can still, like, you do know that, right? Like, you do know that, like, if you buy it at 220 and you got like a 5% stop loss, which is very reasonable, and they dump it 7-8% in like an hour, then you will lose on that trade. And you sitting there, or you're gonna be scared because you're gonna be like, damn, I put my life savings in here, man. God damn it, I got $10,000 to my name, and hell, damn. On double margin, I'm down 10% off this damn thing. Now I only got 6,000 or 7,000. Let me get out, and you lose $3,000 or $4,000 on your sold, and you have to sell. So short selling might be allowed immediately on the open, on the IPO, but you can still lose, you know.
10 on the Qs.
Turn off my trade copy.
Order submitted.
No trade copy.
Order canceled.
Live stream just started 20 minutes ago, so I'll stay on live stream. Not regular lockup. PC. Oh, not regular. The lockup is different for SpaceX. So what is it? I'm just saying, just in general. I don't know the specific terms on the SpaceX because I'm not going to buy it. So I'll take your word for it. I promise you, I don't know the exact terms, but I do know specifically. I do remember seeing that the insiders can't sell for at least 180 days from now, or something like that, or at least 180 days or 90. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm buying sometime next week for sure. I think it'll go down to 150. Who told you that? It's 30% of premium. Who told you that? Who told you that 150 is a good area to buy on SpaceX? Who said that? How do you know that? The stock literally just started trading like 2 or 3 days ago. Two or 3 days ago. Who told you that? What are you looking at? Hold on. Did Elon speak to you? You see what I'm saying? How whenever I ask you that question, it sounds crazy, right? I'm being dead serious. Like, if you seriously have the answer, then you should tell me. But I don't think, Jug, that you're going to type in anything on that computer that's going to make sense. And let me know. That's the purpose of having a mentor that's going to question your reality, that's going to make you think certain things like, what was I talking about? So you don't do those things anymore. Good morning. Ain't none on me. Everyone gets different price. Ryder says. $400 away from passing this Alpha 050K. Good job, Alan. Bone Crusher say, I ain't never scared. Cole said from Discord. Cole from Discord said, I ain't never scared. Yo, I ain't never scared, Yo, can you go over volume balances on Sunday? None of my charts ever seem to show them. As far as I can see, I'm using the right ticker. One example is my SPY chart wasn't showing that imbalance. Send me a screenshot of the ticker. Click this, and click this button right over here and send me the screenshot of this. Send it out inside this chat. Up 456 at a bando. You're done for the day, sir. You're done, Abundant. You're done. You're done. You're done on the OPEX, sir. You're done. Where's Kodak? How much is Kodak? I can't see it. How much is Kodak? I can't see that. Kodak's up $200 on his TPT Pro. Wait, did I try to go straight to that TP and did you get out of that? Oh, wait, no, he's up $700 on his TPT Pro, excuse me. $700. You're done. You're done today too. You do know that this is a side hustle that you're making $700 to $1,000 a day on, sir, in cash. And you just started trading 3 months ago. You're done too. Good job. Good job, everybody. Good job. Way to check in. Good job. You're done. Free money, Kenny says. Absolutely, it was free. That volume balance told us that they weren't trying to go higher until they did that, so I shorted. 250 macro was no joke yesterday. I almost took my soul. Yeah, I wouldn't be trading on 250 macro, not with Kevin Warsh talking. Not with the new Fed chair talking, that's dangerous. You needed to have been on alert. We're coming back for an entry. I want it. I just can't log in. I'm in capture loop. You're done, Colt. Look at that. They want to squeeze to go higher than we're going to lower. They about to take out this high and come up over here to this volume balance for another day. I have no idea how strong that is on the next day. I don't know. But if they get close to it, I'm assuming they're going to pop that. What is that? Send out that screenshot. Zero? Send out that screenshot, Zero. What do you mean your chart doesn't show them? Close at 57. Low at 67. That's a 10 right over here at this low. That's dangerous too. Best not to guess in this environment. You better be certain that they're getting ready to go there, or else you're going to get cooked. They're going to have to curl us down for me to believe that they're getting ready to go there again. volume balance trading is not a beginner or even an intermediate kind of ordeal. You have to watch hundreds of hours of film and see how the market behaves in order to understand that. Colt is even on the precipice of what I would consider safe to trade that. He went through a lot of growing pains with those, and he blew numerous accounts doing trying to do that. So that's just for transparency reasons, and then he told you that. But he's learned over the course of time, and that's one of his bread and butter models. One of them, mine's too. So you need to understand that. Doing anything else is dangerous. Why? Because you have to pair it with something, and like you can't just blindly just trade them because they could liquidation and squeeze it and then come back for it later. Like right now, they're curling towards it, and I'm getting ready to assume they're getting ready to dump this and go towards that 10 lower. I'm done for the day. No more. My win rate on OPEX is like 35, 40% at the most. I'm not going to test them. I'm not going to test my win rate. Why? So I can squeeze out extra $100, $150, $200? I'm not going to do no shit like that. I'm going to wait until Monday. That's what I'm finna do. My behind is going to wait until Monday. That's what I'm going to do. I gotta make $150 for like 1 or 2 more days. I'm not going to test these people so that I can get the payout. 3 micros in a dream. 3 micros are going to pay me $9,000 every week on one account, on one firm. What's 1,500 times 20? 30,000 every 2 weeks on Apex. That's $40,000 every 2 weeks, you know. Are you paying attention to what we're doing on 3 micros? Or you just go over there goofing around? Are you asleep at the helm? It's best not to sleep and trade. Like my mentor would say. It's best not to. And he would just say some other stuff random. Best not to. That's why I got that from. I would not do that if I was you. He would always say. I wonder what he's talking about now. Maybe I should put him on. Play him in the background. I'm up $1,400. Then you should be done for the day, Lorenzo. Why are you sitting over here goofing around listening to me tell jokes? Why are you sitting there goofing around with me? Are you inside this dang on Discord yet? What's going on with you? You've been watching these live streams and been feasting off us lately. I got to keep my eyes on a guy like you. Why aren't you helping others? What are you doing with your knowledge over there? Are you a gatekeeper? You like to get rich and not help others? Lorenzo, keep my eyes on a guy like you. Watch out. Watch out for this. You need to watch out for this right here. You know, watch out for that. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. I would not loan this. I think that they're monkeying around, and I think that they're forming a trend line on this dang on SPY. And I think they're about to go lower. I don't think they want to go no higher. My brain telling me that the most dangerous thing you can do is long this, and what I would not do is long this. That's what my brain telling me. My brain telling me that they just reactivated this 10, and they about to come here now. That's what my brain's telling me right now. And my brain's telling me don't goof around with them. It's best not to goof around. Send out the screenshot, Zero. Okay.
I sent it on the chat.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, so what you talking about? It's not there. What you talking about? Send me a screenshot of this 947 candle. I mean, of this 948 candle. I want to see that. Go to 948. Send that. Send that zero. Send 948 right now on that same ticker. What you mean it's not there? Something is amiss. Send that inside here. I'm up 316 today. 700 for my first funded account. Good job, Dev. Probably best we call it a day. Not set yourself back. $300 a day. Keep the doctor away. 30K. What about 30K, Ryder? Gold, sell now, TP, SL and bio, block. Lorenzo didn't answer that question. 1,500 times 2. Oh, good job, Ryder. Times 20. Oh, yeah, 30. Oh, okay, yeah. 30,000, yeah. Why would I want to goof around with it? I like putting money in my account. I only slept for 4.5 hours last night. I went to bed at 2 a.m. Probably didn't go to sleep till 2:30. My brother was supposed to come. My brother was coming over to my house. They said it was gonna be here at 6. They said it was gonna be here at 6, but I knew that wasn't the case, so I set my alarm for 6:40. And then they ended up being here at 7:15. I'm gonna say you set 7:10, 7:12. So you wanna know what I did? I went to bed last night at 2:30 in the morning, and I set my alarm for 6:40. And I woke up and I opened up my eyes and I picked up my phone. I was like, "What the hell happened?" And it was 6:38. I still woke up before my alarm. This is fun to me. This is like going to the merry-go-round as a kid. Going to the swing set. Look at that liquidation candle. It's best not to F around with them. Not right there exactly why I'm not goofing around with them. They're going to make me look like a child today. Look at that AV go up 4%. NVIDIA up 2%. AMD squeezing. Intel Core squeeze. ASML squeeze. On semiconductor squeeze. SpaceX down 6%. Yeah, they're going to bring that pain. They're going to send that SpaceX to like $80. Not going to go that low. They're going to send it to like $110 or something. Watch them. That'll really hurt everybody. Then once it bottoms out, then they'll go to 250, 300. That'll really do it to everybody that like to buy shit and they don't know what they're buying. That'll do it to everybody that likes to buy shit and price discovery. Make them sit through a goddamn immediate bear cycle for a year. Force you to tie up your cash. Then get you to sell it at the bottom in despair. And then you'll really hate Elon Musk. You'll really hate one of the most influential humans that has ever existed on this planet. Well, in modern terms, rather. You'll really hate him then. Can you imagine how many people that the one time that they decide to believe in Elon Musk and buy that damn SpaceX, they buy it at 220 and then it goes to like 120, 130 and blow up their accounts and get them to lose half their life savings? Can you imagine the despair? That's a brutal move on SPY. Yeah, look at that candle. It's best not to guess in a range. I'm not going to be guessing with these people. I need to know for certain. I'm not going to goof around with them. They want to go higher, not lower. Turn one account red doing some stupid shit, but got 4 other accounts up about 550. So I'm going to log off now. Chill. Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's true. Run off on money. So I'm gonna log off now. Bro took his money and ran. All right, hold on, I gotta plug this dude. Bro took his money and ran. Like, I'm gonna log off now. I'm not gonna listen to y'all no more. I did some stupid shit. That was funny. I turned my account red doing something stupid. I'm gonna log off now. I'm not gonna go for around. Because that's where I'm at right now. Maybe if I see something, then I'll take a trade. On demo, but I still trade it the exact same way as I would normally. God body candle. Yep. It's OPEX. They're goofing around. They might send the QQ to 740 and SPY to 750 and keep it pinned. That'll really do it on OPEX. quarterly optics. Made $600 earlier, 857. Lost is all. Being stupid, made $100 back. I'm done for the day. You was up $800 and then stopped at 9 o'clock? Are you kidding me? Your boss literally gave you a call before you showed up to work and was like, hey, buddy, here's $800 today. And you was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to take that. You know what? Don't worry about that. I'm going to come into work still. That's what you did to him. And then, like, he took the check from you, and then, like, he gave it back to you because he's like, man, you know what? I'm a nice guy, so at least you're running away. I know, E. You hopped in your car, your boss was like, hey, bro, I know you were supposed to come in at 9:30 today, but, man, you know what? Don't worry about it. Here's an $800 bonus. And you was like, Larry? Come on, bro. Dude, I do this. I love this company. What are you talking about? Like, I live for this company. I live for this, man. I do this. I'm going to sit in this traffic. I got us. I thought he was going to pull a double and got $1,600. Yep. And got his bread took. At least he got the $800 back, but he was more stressful. He put himself under more duress than necessary. I'm not going to do that. You'll make more money than me when you in here. You ain't see me make $800 in a day in like damn a month or two. You ain't see me now. The other day I made like $700, $800. I made like $900 on one account because I was trading aggressive, and like I made like $700 on all the funded accounts that one day. But you don't even see me making like $800-900. Dude, I'm up $200 right now, and I'm not gonna do nothing for the rest of this day. I get paid to pass the accounts now. So I don't care what they do. I am going to take a high probable setup twice a day, and I'm going to go home. I don't want to work, man. I don't want to work extra hard and be complicating my brain, man, with all of this weird stuff and these concepts, the ICT concepts, and praying to God that they go straight to my full-blown TP and trying to hold on to a trade for like 1,800 to 2,000 ticks and trailing this stop and being up. You know, some of y'all will be up, man. I don't see some of this out here. Some of y'all will be up like 1,200 ticks like the trade go fully against you. I'm being dead serious. Some of y'all are long us over here at this damn bottom like this and be up 600 ticks like this and go break even right over here, and then the whole shit will go against you. And you'll be like, damn, what the hell happened? Or you'll do some shit like this, like you'll short this up here at this top over here during Asia at 6:20 in the morning because you just woke up. And like the market will dump 500 ticks like this, and they'll give you 500 ticks during Asia in less than an hour, which is insane. And like you'll be like, man, damn, why not go to Asia lows again? And then the market will reverse and it'll take you out. And you'll be like, damn, what the fuck happened to all my money? I was just up $1,500. What the fuck happened? Man, I'm not trying to do that. Man, I'm gonna take that 150 ticks and I'm gonna go on 200 ticks, and I'm going about my business. That's what I'm gonna do. But everybody's different. I don't know your model. If you got a model like Chris and you want to enter their Trillion Jordan account, then I trust you. But most people are trying to turn a corner on profitability. Look at that new HOD. Who would have thought? They want to go higher, not lower. Look at this immediate term buy-side delivery program model, immediate term that they did. Look. Hell, we was in immediate term this whole time for real. Well, maybe. But yeah, look, here. That's all this market doing. This is bullish, not bearish. Nothing bearish about this. They want to squeeze it and go higher and go to new high. SPY might want to go to 750, and then they'll take it to 750 like this, and they'll just pin it like this because it's OPEX and go sideways. That or 740 QQQ, one of the two. Oh, shoot, no. I know exactly what they're going to do. Excuse me. This right over here is the objective right here. 7,500 SPX. Just goof it around over here, like right around 7,500 here. Why? Because that's a perfect round hole number, and it's OPEX, and all of these calls over here and all of the puts will expire worthless at 7,500. Put it right in the money. Hover it right around that zone. That's what they like to do on OPEX, I've noticed. Up 1,200 for my remaining 2 evals. We might make a comeback here. Good job, Farouk. Do you now see what it's like when you choose easier days to trade? Well, today's not necessarily an easy day to trade, but but it's not. It's OPEX. Well, no, it's not OPEX. Well, it is OPEX, but it's still gap fill Thursday, so it's not fully OPEX. But you see what happens, bro, when you choose easy as a trade and you're just not trying to trade on the FOMC with Trump talking. That's why you lost yesterday. You know that, right? Do you understand that you were trading FOMC with Trump talking and a new Fed chair? Y'all should have seen how many students, not only students, message me, because I'm not really responding to no, because guys, I got dozens upon dozens upon dozens of students that are messaging me, asking me about questions so that they can improve, which is fine. I'll respond to that. That's the part of the mentorship. I'm not going to cheat you on that. So please understand that it's not just you that's messaging me, but don't be discouraged. But I'm saying this to say that if you just on that TikTok, you just goofing around and you sending me screenshots and you like, hey bro, what you think of this trader setup? I'm not going to respond to that. I'm going to say, dude, sign up for that knowledge center and be inside here. What are you doing? I'm not going to respond to that because that's not fair to everybody else that decides to take this seriously. So, do you know how many messages I left on red yesterday? Because people was like, bro, what the hell happened yesterday? Boy, you was trading boy or girl, you was trading FOMC with Trump talking yesterday. And a brand new fresh Fed chair. They only have a fresh chair, like a new Fed chair, like once every 20 or 30 years or something. And you was trading that yesterday. Right on the day as well that they just signed a brand new fresh peace treaty. You do know that they just signed a deal yesterday, right? The Iranian deal just yesterday, the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, the MOU, just yesterday. And you was trying to trade that as a dude that's not a multimillionaire or a woman that's not a multimillionaire yet. You do know yet. I have to say yet, because you'll get there if you lock in. Yet. Understand that. That's why some of y'all was losing. I succeed because I try to take easier trades. Dude, I don't get no damn award for taking some hard trade or by putting more stress on myself. What y'all gonna do for me? You ain't gonna pay my bills. I'm gonna try and take this easy trade and I'm gonna come back the next day and I'm gonna try and do the same thing again. And then like if they don't give me an easy trade set up that I back test that I feel like that I have confidence in, then I'm gonna just wait till the next day. I mean, come on now. What? You got something that I don't know about? Do you have like a terminal illness where you're going to expire tomorrow? If so, then you probably shouldn't be trading. Be on alert. They're about to dump this and they're about to come here now. They've reactivated the magnet. I don't think they're trying to go no higher, and I think they're about to try and come here to the zone now. That's what my brain telling me. My brain telling me that they're about to dump. That's what I'm thinking in my brain. I don't trust them. Look at this trend line. Trend line snap on what asset? Speak your mind. Now, let it be known. Look at this. You need to watch out for this. That is dangerous right there. That's barely a trend line. It's barely one, but I would still watch out for that. They're about to dump this and then come to this. 100%. I'm trying to tell you they're about to do this. They're not going to just tap this and leave this as damn as a double bottom and then bounce and just never go back there again. Any bounce, I am to assume it fake, as my mentor would say. Not it fake. As my Indian mentor would say to me once. On a serious bounce, I am going to short. I am going to take this on a demo account, just for transparency reasons. Understand that. Look at how much they dumped this market. You need to understand percentages. They just dumped this market almost 0.5% in a straight line. More than 0.5% in a straight line. You do know that, right? So shorten it at the bottom of a 0.5% move is not advised. You need to wait for them to bounce it so that you can then short it like here to then still go lower. You need a good risk to reward. Shorting this right now is not good R to R because they're gonna bounce this and then they're gonna go lower. It's the same exact thing that happened here. Like on a dump like this, you don't short this right over in this candle, even though you can tell they're gonna go lower. You wait for it to go higher and then you short. Or if they just dump it straight, then you just missed the opportunity. Who cares? But they're gonna dump this and they're about to come back into the zone now. You've been warned. Do not long this until they do this. then you can do your strategy if that's what it calls for. Be on alert. They're about to dump. They're not trying to go no higher. They're trying to go lower. Understand what I just told you. They've already made the decision and they want to come into this volume balance. They're going to do this 100%. I'm trying to tell you, they're going to snap this and they're going to flashbang it through this floor to the 735 now. See that? See that liquidation dump through that zone? See that? They don't want to go no higher. They just fill that volume balance on the liquidation guide by the dump, like how I told you. You need to be trying to figure, hold on. You need to be trying to figure out how the hell we call on this market like this. That's what you need to be trying to figure out. And whether or not that you can take this on 3 to 5 micros and make $200 or $300 twice a day like this, and then run away from your screen, and then do that for a week and a half and then get a max payout. And then you do that once or twice, and then you go over there, you carry your funky butt over there to that Eval Instant Pass section, you follow the Eval Instant Pass, and then you get them accounts up and running, and you get 5 accounts, and then you can start making damn $10,000, $20,000 a month. That within like literally within 30 to 40 trading days, which is about like 2 months, because there's only 20 trading days in a month max, and you should only be trading like 18 of those days. You shouldn't be trading non-farm payrolls or CPI. So that's what you need to be trying to figure out, okay? That's what you need to be doing. You need to lock in. This is not a joke. People are making millions of dollars doing this, and you're goofing around. And you goofing around over there on that damn TikTok, trying to cheat the goddamn process on how you can become a millionaire by cheating the process of cheating the process. I already cheated the process for you. I put it in an easy to read manner inside Discord, and you just got to show up and study. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just got to goddamn read and listen. It's time to lock in. I take this seriously, man. This is not a joke. I've been stress-free. I'm doing for those 40 to 50K days, no anymore. Trading like 10 to 15 accounts. I went back to what I used to do originally. Okay, good, AC. Good job. I miss you, brother. How you been? Yeah, this is not a joke. Trading 5 accounts, taking solid setups every day, anywhere from 200 to 1,000 on each account of 5 of them. Yeah, I agree. This is not a joke, man. This is serious, bro. Secure that $50 for a 2K payout incoming. Assemble the troops. That's the Lord of the Rings gong, where we summoned our battle platoon. We have summoned the battle platoon. Grant is now break even as of right now. His journey is finally starting to pay off. From being down on the prop firms for so long before he joined Discord. And the learning process, of course, because he has lost a couple accounts. Nobody's perfect. Finally, and it's coming fast. Payout after payout he's been getting. He is now in the green. He is done. He needed $50 for like 3 or 4 days, and he's been getting that off of those imbalances. Understand that. His confidence level should be soaring now, but he should stay locked in. Grant is now green. Secure the payout on that volume balance that he just took. He's done. No more. He's done. Send him to Vince McMahon as well. The CEO coming in and shutting down the show. I'm not the CEO. The Vince McMahon is the CEO. He comes in, that means you're done. Brother, feels good for real, for real. I'm done. I know it does. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it should feel good. Hey, TikTok, can we get some more likes like the live guys? Thanks. Yeah, hold on, man. What the hell is going on? Can we get some likes? Don't you like the video, AC? You're a part of Discord. Don't like the video. Don't like the live stream. Guys, we got like 50 people watching right now and there's 700 likes. Can you spend literally 15 seconds of your time and just send me 100, please? Like, all just like, what you want to do? You want to start tap dancing, please? We sitting there calling this market and people are making tens of thousands of dollars right now. And yeah, you sitting there watching from that live stream for free and some of y'all can't even follow for real. But it's okay, you can watch us. And then you can, and you know what you can do? You can think it's a scam if you want to. And you could think that every single person inside here is AI and we're all out to get you. That's what you can think. And you can all think, and you can think that we're all trying to scam you out of $59 per month. That's what you can think. That we're all in cahoots and we're all trying to rob you of $59 per month. That's what you can do. Yeah. That's what you can do. When you can see the P&L in real time and the real humans. Think that. I get that sometimes, you know. There was this one dude that commented on the YouTube like 2 months ago, YouTube video. He was like, man, these Ponzi schemes are getting out of hand. He said that on Chris's video, the scammer. He said, bro said, yep, we're trying to get you. And he just joined. Dev just joined a couple days ago. When he just joined? Dev just joined 3 days ago. You can see it. This ain't no scam. Look, Dev just joined June 15th. He said, yep, we're trying to get you. $92 now needed for this eval. Good trade. Maybe wait for another one. Sideways. Sorry, I'm at work, but listening. Then you don't have to like it. Well, what do you mean, the woman 2022? Like this video right now and get fired and be homeless. Come on now. If you're a truck driver right now, pull over. Don't pull over. Start liking the video while you're driving a semi-truck. Don't you know that's more important than your livelihood? I'm just joking. Sarcasm. No need to apologize. I'm just talking about the people that are just sitting there. Literally, I promise you, there's people sitting there right now just picking their nose and going, Thank you, Insider. Thank you, Insider, dude. He is saying some valuable stuff, and like they're just rolling boogers in their hands and just flicking them to the corner of the room and not even vacuuming the shit. Just fucking around. While we're over here making tens of thousands of dollars just goofing around. So those people, you're being productive. Sideways, Uriah said. Sideways. You see the size of these candles, boy? They just dumped this market over 0.5% in a straight line. There ain't no sideways, Uriah. They're going up and down over 0.5% in a straight line. This ain't no sideways. Do you see these candles, boy? You can blow an account in like 2 minutes of goofing around with them. That's a 500 tick bounce. What are we looking at? Are we looking at the same thing, sir? This market is not sideways. They went up here and they pumped this market 1,000 ticks just now in 15 minutes. This market is not sideways, and they dumped it at that like 900 ticks in 8 minutes. Triple witching action. I think it's quad. It used to be triple. Is it quad? I think it's quad. I wonder what's the difference between quad and triple. I forget. But I think it's quad witching. It's funny goofing around. Rangy, buddy. Yeah. Hey, man, why you capping and showing us fake money? AC says that was AC, guys. That was funny. 4 expiry window same day, correct. So it is quad today. It's quad, not triple, Robbie? Is it quad today or is it triple, Robbie? Hey, man, are those your employees? Yes. Yes. Please retire us by signing up for the $59 per month. Retire us. Allow us to split 10 cents. Correct, quad. Yeah, that's what I thought. Waiting for the breakout and retest to the top. They don't got to retest nothing. But they just went up here like this in a straight line and blew everybody's like, Casey is an employee. I'm convinced. Right. Deuce says. He's joking, AC. Deuce has been following for 300 days. Why does TikTok do that bleep sound when us at certain words? Because there's an saying you say. Yeah, because so TikTok latency delay. TikTok used to be on like a 5 or 6 second latency delay. Like 4 to 5 seconds. Now it's on like 12. It's just as bad as YouTube, if not arguably worse than YouTube now, as far as latency delay. So like if you want to talk, it's like if you want to hear me talk in real time and see trades in real time, you got to be inside Discord now for sure. But so what it is the AI is processing the video and the things that I say in real time, and then when it's assuming that I'm getting ready to say a bad word, so that I don't get quote unquote banned for saying something crazy, it bleeps it out. However, if I keep cursing like a sailor after the 30th or 40th, no, I think after the 30th or 50th, one of the 30th or 50th curse word or bleep, it stops doing it, I assume. But honestly speaking, it's been helping me because I'm saying less vulgar things because that's just how I normally speak. Like I'm not aggressive and I'm not saying like I'm not cursing like a drunken sailor, but you know, like I'll say damn or shit, what the hell was that? But you didn't hear that just now. So I'll say SHIT with the HEL was that. I'll say stuff like that and then like it'll bleep it out. They came out with this new feature like 3 days ago. I heard them. They didn't bleep out those. Oh shit. Yeah, because after like the 30th or 50th bleep, it stops. Because the computer goes, damn, maybe I'm tripping. I heard this shit. Nub says. It likes to pick and choose. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Let's get this money the right way. Yep, and been in that knowledge center heavy since I'm off for the summer. You need to be on that knowledge center heavy, and you need to be showing up these mentorships. Does anybody want me to go over volume balances right now? Maybe we should go over some education since I'm not going. Since they're just goofing. Well, I don't think they're goofing. Well, let's focus on education whenever they start doing time research because these candles are still large. Does anybody want us to go over anything? What do y'all want us to go over? Discord, including AC. Because AC is inside Discord. Anybody that's a part of the Discord, hell, even the Knowledge Center. This is the mentorship. This is the stuff that I cannot do when I'm actively trying to trade and make money. Why? Because I need to be locked into a trade. It requires my full attention. Yes, volume imbalances. Markets cook. Talk to him. My brother over here at my house. You should teach them about the 1150 macro. 1150 macro is, it's been something that I haven't really been actively super hunting as of late because we've been up here at the all-time high. So the 1150 macro has been coming about either at the HOD or in price discovery. So I haven't been just putting my hopes and dreams on that. What I know what not to do. I'm not going to show that 1150. The 1150 macro, all you need to do in order to understand 1150 macro is you need to go back and look what they do at 11 o'clock every day. Look what they do at 1150 every single day. Look what they do at 1150 every single day. Look. 1150 came here about 3 or 4 minutes beforehand, and look what they did. Pump. When was that? That was Wednesday. Let's go to Tuesday at 1150. It does not work at the HOD. 1145. Tuesday. Look what they did Tuesday for the 1150 macro. Look. Pump. 500 ticks in a straight line. That's 0.5%, boy. That's 2 for 2. Let's go to Monday at 1145. I'm not making this up. Are you? Right here at 1145 to 1150. Look, I'm not making this up. That is 100% of the time they never went lower. If you think that I just manipulated the market in order to try and tell you that when a student just said that, are you crazy? Uriah says, yeah. And you sitting there trying to trade 200-day SMAs. Uriah, do it again. Dude, it was 100% of the time it went higher. So I hope that the people that are listening here, whenever I'm sitting here goofing, whenever you sitting here talking about something, man, that NQ Insider dude, man, he's a funny dude, man. He keeps on changing up his voices in order to read the comments. Man, that's a funny dude. Whenever I keep on saying, don't short this at 1150, that's the last thing you should do. You have a 5 to 8% chance of succeeding. Now you need to understand why I told you that. I'm not going to keep going back and forth, and I'm not going to keep on showing you that. I just showed you how they squeezed it almost 0.5% every single time at 1150, and the market never went lower. You need to be trying to figure out how we know these things and whether or not that you can make money doing so and how you can manage your risk. Free money. Absolutely. And you need to be trying to figure out why I got that written inside my journal twice every single day. That's what you need to be trying to figure out. And you need to be listening to the things that we're saying on this damn live stream. And then slowly but surely, coupled with that and me telling you what not to do, you will then find yourself. And then you too will become rich and then accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Or you could just try, hey man, bro, I'm just, because I got so decided, hey bro, look, I'm just trying to make $100 a day, man, so I can just pay for some groceries. Because, you know, I make like 125, you know what I'm saying? You know, 125 bucks a day, I'm on, you know, at my current job and I like it. So like if I could double my salary, man, you know, man, my life still changes. Okay, cool. We've accomplished your goal. Because you do know that not everybody wants to make $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 a day. Not everybody wants to do that, you know. Not everybody wants to make $20,000 a day, like some of us. They got more important things to be dealing with. So that's up to you to decide. That knowledge center is right there. But you're not going to understand that from that knowledge center. That model's inside Discord only, but you get the point. That knowledge center is going to help you understand what I just said because you're not going to believe it. I say that every single day. And until I just showed you that thing just had a 100% win rate just now, some of y'all didn't even believe me. I say that every single day. Now watch you go look it up and watch you go try and go look at it. Watch. No strategy has a 100% win rate. No one does. But I'll tell you that 1150 macro about 80 to 85% though. I tell you that much. I think the 1150 macro is the strongest time hack that there is. I think there's nothing greater. Time hack. I call. Be on alert. Are you asleep? They want to go higher, not lower. Done for the day. I'm not going to trade in this disaster. What's that mean? You passed the eval? Passed the eval K3? Double top SPX? Where? Double top SPX? Where? I don't see one. Where? Ain't no double top. Nowhere near close. They want to go higher. I'm going to just hold it for now. Shit's starting to look good again. I'm going to just hold it for now. What? Quick run, my brother. Be back. All right, Dre. See y'all next week. $500 left. Good job. All right, K3. We'll see you next week, buddy. Catch you later, my brother. Good job. Way to lock in and way to stay focused. Proud of you. Good job. Way to stack days together. We got to lock in. Stay focused. Passed. Good job. You're done, Alan. Have a good weekend, sir. Alan passes accounts. Good job. Double top. I already read that. My psychology is my biggest downfall right now, but I know I have to figure it out on my own. You don't got to figure it out on your own. Psychology is arguably the biggest thing that we're going to teach while we're in here. That's false. You don't got to figure that out on your own. Ask us, what are you struggling with? You have to figure out whether or not that you want to listen on your own. That's what you have to figure out. Whether or not that you want to listen. Whether or not that your ears are open on your own. That's what you got to figure out. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. On God, I'm going to tell you the truth. And it might not be what you want to hear. I'm being dead serious. Like this. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Are you willing to listen is the question. Farouk sent me this message yesterday. I got off live streaming like I had to take a nap. So when I got up, I responded. I'm damn near working around the clock. He sent me this message yesterday. Links. He goes, what's up, man? Rough trading day. Blew 3 of the evals that needed 1 day to trade and to make $800. 2 accounts left. Today took a mental toll on me. but I really think I can bounce back. I just need to set my clear mental boundaries for myself and move forward. I tells him, I says, what's up, Farouk? No way we sold. I meant to say should have been trading on all our accounts like that, man. Today was going to be an insanely hard day to trade. We need to choose easier days to trade. That begins with avoiding FOMC, non-farm payrolls, and CPI and quad witching. Please go to the terminology inside Discord. If your ears are open, then he's not going to do this again. Then we can fix your psychology. He said, this is my first time reading this, obviously, because it says new. So honestly, I think I know what happened yesterday. I took what I would have considered a good setup, but it was honestly disrespected. I oversized due to adding external pressure. I created these expectations in my head due to things like telling people whose opinion I care about our trade. Not being able to accept that small 300 red days would mess me up. I honestly just need to be okay with walking away with a small loss when markets aren't in my favor. Okay, good. He knows. We'll help you with the psychology. On God, we will. Be on alert. Took 2 bangers today and you're done. It's different when it's not institutional bread. And I've been doing this for 28 years. It's different when it's not institutional bread. What do you mean? Talking about day trading? I'm struggling to press the button when it's time to press the button. That's being honest, bro. And I've been doing this for 28 years. It's different when it's not institutional bread. Yeah. Absolutely. Because it's your real money. You work for it. That's why. That's why. Because you know you don't got $1 billion in cash at your disposal. That's why. You need to actually manage your risk more tightly. You're trading like an institution, Uriah. I've listened to the things that you've been telling me. You're trading like an institution and you can blow your account on a 60-second candle on light size in this environment. That's why you're struggling, because you don't trust what you're looking at. You don't trust that what you're looking at, you can manage your risk right now based off of what you're looking at. That's your issue. That's what we need to correct with you. You trying to trade off 200-day EMAs and 60-day moving averages. It's like an institution, as though if it goes past that, then you can just wait indefinitely because you know where to go higher. That's your problem. Because you know that if you have 100 million just fucking around inside of a firm, and you press this buy button over here like the 60 EMA, even if it goes lower, I'm just making this up. It's 60, whatever it is that you was looking at, 60. Even if it goes lower, you'll be like, the clients really won't know for real. So I can wait at least a week, 2, 3 weeks, a month, however long. If it goes lower, then I'll buy more because I know it's getting ready to come back up here inside the zone. Buy more. Exactly. You can't do that on a cash account. You can't do that. I'm just making this up right now. But if this is if this is something that you're looking at, even if they do this shit here, you'll blow your account here on a cash account or on a prop firm account. Even if they do some weird shit like this, you'll just put you'll just put an order for another 10, 15, 20 million more. The firm will. Why? Because you know that it'll eventually recover and come up in here, and then you'll sell up here for more. There's almost no fear of losing because you understand the model at hand and you understand what the model's going to do. So if they dump it, then you just buy more because you're like, man, this is an amazing deal. This is a great discount. I was only going to make 10% of this position, but since they dumped it another 5%, for example, or another 10%, then I could just buy more. And now I'll make 20% off twice the money. That's what you can do. You can't do that on a cash account. Your risk management needs to be sharp, and you didn't know what you're looking at right here, right now. That's what that reason right there is why indicators are garbage. Why? Because indicators are lagging. Indicators are probably meant for institutional trading for real. And then people are trying to, honestly speaking, I had never said this before, but I'm just thinking aloud right now. Indicators are meant for institutional trading, bro. How are you going to trade an institutional candle when they'll do a candle like this where you'll launch right over here thinking we're getting ready to go higher, and then they'll do this and they'll dump the market 500 ticks in 75 seconds. Do you understand that you would blow that account if you was wrongly oversized? How is your RSI going to protect you from that, or a 60-day moving average? Indicators like a fib? Yeah. Yes. I'm being dead serious. This is coming from a dude that ran a successful hedge fund. I'm trying to tell you. Stop and just think about this. Look, I'm ready to show you right now. Look, I'm ready to show you right now. Stop right now and look. I'm getting ready to learn right now in real time, so I may make a mistake. I'm unsure. But we're getting ready to put this to the test right now. If you're an institution, right, and you saw us displaced from this low right over here, if you're an institution and you saw us displaced from like this low, for example, or like, let's do it like this. If you're an institution and you saw us displaced from this low and you were like, damn, I don't think that we're getting ready to come back over here on this SPY. This was just 2 years ago. And you got like $1 billion in cash, right? And you sit here and you pull up this goddamn fib and you like, where can I start to get in at with $1 billion in cash right now? Look at your screen. Look, where can I start to get at in with $1 billion in cash? Because I know it's going to go higher, but I don't want to buy the top with clients' money and then risk all of this drawdown. So where's a safe place for me to get in at? Look, this is my first time showing this. Look, where? 50%? 75%? Well, I didn't perfectly time it this day, so they tapped the 50%. They tapped the 50% and then they bounced on that day. And then they liquidation squeezed it one more day. Oh my goodness. It's the same exact thing that I just told Uriah. They were so gracious to give me a better entry. I'll buy another 500 million more here at this bottom. This is for sure like the 75% retracement. Because between 50 and 0 is 75, right here. And you just ride this shit up right over here into oblivion. And you sell whatever you got here at this high. Or you take most off here. These indicators, bro, are meant for like institutional trading. Dude, if your indicator, and I have said this before though, I didn't just show that. I've said this before. If your indicator, bro, does not immediately show you what they are doing right now and answer the question of how you can manage your risk, you need to throw it in the trash. That's why I'm not using them. Big bonus, exactly. Dude, this damn Fibonacci, where's it at? This damn Fibonacci, bro, dude, look. If you missed it here again, look. Look. Excuse me. Put it at this low here. Look. If you missed this and you got $1 billion in cash, you're going to be scaling in towards this 50% again. Look. Yes, the fib works. Look, it works. Look, from this high to this high to this low again. And that's if you missed this one. Again, you start buying again when it gets close to this. Every single time this shit works. But your ass is sitting there trying to trade this Fibonacci on a $500 cash account. I'm making this up, but some of y'all might be doing that for real. On a $500 prop account. There is no $500 prop account. That's why I'm saying that, because I don't want to offend nobody. I'm being dead serious. And you sitting there goofing around with these people trying to do that. I'm being dead serious, bro. Like, all this aside, bro. Like, dead serious. Look. You can see whatever you want to on this fib. Look. Look. From here to here, if you missed out on all of this damn move over here, when we started to dump and you put this fib up at this top, look at where they stopped at. Look. 50%, 50%. They didn't even give you a chance to get to 75% to add more. Then we went higher. I had never shown this before. Bro, these indicators, bro, are meant for like institutions, bro. And it's the same thing with the RSI. And it's the same thing with the SMAs. I'm being dead serious. Look. You want to know why? Because the moment that, look, this This white line that you're looking at, what's that? That's the 50. Where's the 200? Where's the 200 at? That's the 50. I don't even got a 200 on here. Dude, if you trade like an institution, bro, the moment that we reclaim this 50 or this 20, you buy and you just hold, bro, you good money. How you going to trade a 20-day or a 50-day SMA on a $2,000, which is a $50,000 prop firm account, which is a $2,000 account, because you can only $2,000 before you blow it. How the hell are you gonna do this, bro? With all of this movement over here on this day, dude, we went top to bottom today, and today was insane. And look where we at. The market hardly even moved, bro. Everything that we saw today is within this small little range in this damn spot today. We ain't did shit in the grand scheme of things. These indicators, these crosses, is meant for institutions, man. That's what they don't want to tell you. They want you to try to trade like them. That's what they want you to do, bro. Ooh, that's the millions of drawdown. Bro, yeah, who? Millions drawdown for who? Who's that an issue for? What are you implying with that? What are you trying to imply with millions in drawdown? What's the problem with that? Them, bro, they don't care about that. They don't care, bro. They don't care about millions of drawdown, dudes. Are you serious? They don't care about that. They'll go down hundreds of millions of dollars in drawdown. Ask Uriah, who used to work on Wall Street and trade institutional cash. Ask them. They don't care about that. They will buy more or do the opposite. When one position goes down, they have another to the contrary. So if their risk asset department goes down, they have another department that's in like oil. So like if they're down even 5-10%, millions of dollars on one position, they're up millions on the other, and they start scaling out on the other. And then if one position, long book, short book, yeah. And then if one position gets too far down, then they'll buy more on that one, and then they'll sell the other one. There are no rules to this game that you're playing. You can't do that on a prop firm account. You can't long NQ and short oil. They will ban you. You can't do that. They can. Definitely can. Yeah. You can't do that exactly. They can. There's no limitation on what these people can't do. They can do anything in this reality. They can even do arbitrage, if you know what that is. They can do that if they want to. They have algorithms that take advantage of arbitrage. Look that up. Of asset arbitrage. Where like on one exchange, it's like a microcent. It's like a microcent more expensive than the other. And they take advantage of that. They take advantage of small microcents tens of thousands of times a day. You can't do that. They'll arbitrage an asset based off of the spread. Look up what arbitrage is. Look it up. They hedge, use shadow orders, all the types. Exactly. They'll do anything. And you sitting here trying to trade a fib. Now, I'm not saying that the fib doesn't work. Because if you're profitable doing that fib like Peter Kennedy, then do it. But just understand that you need to manage your risk off that tightly. Whatever that means to you, that's what you need to do. So whatever that means to you, that's how it needs to be done. Because Peter be using that fib, but he be blowing a crap load of accounts doing that. But he gets unlimited accounts though. He gets unlimited accounts because every single time he gets a payout, more people sign up. And then when he blows accounts, people use his code, and then he gets more free money to then buy more accounts. Peter gets free accounts. So he's not really, Peter is not operating under the same rules that we're operating under, not even me. I get unlimited accounts, but I still have to use my own money. I still have to use my own money, like my real cash. That affiliate link that you see, dude, I made $35 that I haven't even been able to refund yet in the last 3 months. $35 on my affiliate link. $35, $35 bucks. Yeah. 35 times 100. 3,500 pennies. That dude's probably making $10,000 a day off his affiliate link. And you sitting there goofing around. And when he blows through sets of accounts, he logs off because he's like, damn, that's my $1,000 limit. And he pockets the rest. And then he gives out a few $1,000s in accounts every single day. And you think that, and you sitting there thinking that that's something incredible. I do that too. Why? Because if I'm not giving out no accounts, nobody's going to watch. Everybody's watching, hoping that they can be the next person that gets a free account, that gets a free $50, $65, whatever it is, account. That's what you're not understanding. And in the meantime, you sitting there blowing accounts with him, thinking that you're on the same playing field as him. And when you blow the accounts, and when you don't get the payout, so when you blow the accounts and then don't get that one free account, and you don't win the lottery, well, you still got to trade. So then you use the affiliate link and then you buy the accounts and you give them more fuel. By the time you get damn 2 or 3 of them free accounts, boy, you would have blown down 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them accounts, boy. Why don't you focus on just being a profitable trader? Stop trying to get shit for free. Anything that's free, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with nothing that's free. If somebody offer me something, I tell them to go give it to somebody else. Like Colt the other day was like, man, for example, shit, I just made this up, or just remember. Colt the other day was like, man, I'm feeling real good. Man. Turning the corner of my profitable journey, man. Want to help somebody on the side of Discord. I'll shoot you $50 right now. Let's give away some more accounts. I told him, I was like, wait, what, bro? Man, keep that money, bro. I don't want nothing that's free. Give it to somebody else. I told him straight up on live show, I was like, bro, don't do that. And then we proceeded to give away like 8, 10 accounts, like 7 or 8 a 3-month access to the Knowledge Center. I don't want nothing to do with nothing that's free. I don't want it. If I have to accept it, then I'm going to accept it. Just to not be rude. But if I can decline and not be rude, I'm going to decline. And I'm going to say, go give it to somebody else. Then I'll really test whether or not you want to be helpful or not. I'll know then. You should want to do things just because with nothing in return. Stop expecting something in return. Trust me, you'll get more out of it. They want to go higher, not lower. Me too. Yeah, he's right. He knows what we're talking about. He's like, right. Yeah, me too. They hedge. Okay, they read that. It's only legal if we don't. I already read that. Asset arbitrage is the practice of exploiting price discrepancies for identical or similar assets across different markets or platforms by simultaneously buying an asset at a lower price in one location and selling it at a higher price in another. Traders lock in risk-free profits. Yeah, that is correct. However, the problem with that is retail traders can't react fast enough to execute arbitrage. You can't execute fast enough. You have to have like a high-level institutional algorithm working in your favor that costs tens of millions of dollars in order for you to do something like that. You're not going to be able to do this. Asset arbitrage is like this. It's like asset arbitrage is like you buying this QQQ for like 738.31 like 100, like like $1 million worth of it, and then like there's a slight price discrepancy, and like you buy it for cheap, or you sell it. You bought it here, and then you sell it. For example, I'm just making this up, and then like you sell it on another exchange for like 3 or 4 pennies more. For example, just making this up, like that. That's what you do. Or you do some shit like this. Like, you do know that there's Teslas in like other countries. So like you'll buy $1 million worth of Tesla here, and you'll sell it for $1,010,000 on another exchange. But you gotta have access to these other exchanges. You're not doing that as no retail trader. You're not doing nothing like that. They can do that though. You can't. You need to be on alert. They want to go higher, not lower. Thousands of executions in a very short space of time. That is correct. That is 100% correct with zero discrepancy. They're operating on a high level frequency, and they're doing this. Yeah, I said that earlier. Yeah, they're doing that thousands of times a day, and they're siphoning off cents, like millicents, and like over the course of a day, it'll add up to a specific amount of money through arbitrage. I'm new to trading. How would you suggest I go about it? I think you should watch the live stream and just hang out with us, and then like once we say things that catch your attention. So let me see how long you've been watching. Okay, so you've been watching for at least 30 minutes. So you've been watching us call out this market today. So I suggest that you tune into one of the live streams, see how things go, see how we make money, see how people are rejoicing. Then if you want to sign up for a 3-day free trial, you do that. And then you take those videos seriously for like 2 or 3 days, and then see if you still want to be subscribed. And then see if you want to join Discord through a mentorship or not. But honestly speaking, you can just watch for free. But something within your brain needs to spark interest on whether or not that you actually want to learn and want to take this seriously. But just understand that I'm making not tens upon tens of thousands of dollars a month, and all I put in is just like a few $1,000s. Just understand that that's what we're doing. That for every like $2,000 I put in, $2,000 or $3,000 I put in, I turn it in like $70,000 or $80,000. Just understand that. So I said that in a very vague way just now to keep you hooked so you can watch and try and figure out what we're doing. Oh shoot, y'all can't even see my P&L. What the hell am I doing? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Somebody gotta let me know for transparency. There we go. There we go, just like that. Just so you know that that's what you're looking at. That I'm trading 30 funded accounts. And that every 2 weeks, that's $40,000. Oh, well, every week worth of work, that's $40,000. And all I'm doing is on 3 micros, which you really don't know what that is because you're new to trading. So just know that I took this trade over here stress-free, and I was out in 15 seconds, and I do that 10 times, and I make $40,000. That's what you need to know. I watch multiple of your streams, and it's always caught my attention. Okay, good. Perfect. We got you hooked in. Perfect. Then you need to like what you see. You need to ask yourself, can I participate? Can I learn that? What's a better alternative? Or, screw that advice. I'll go on YouTube and I'll figure it out myself, which most of the mentorship is on YouTube, but I'll go trade some weird strategy myself and I'll figure it out for free. I don't need a mentor. I've never run a multi-million-dollar business before. I've never done that. I've never accomplished that. So I think I can do it right now by myself without stepping on any potholes. If you think that you can navigate a landmine field, which is a landmine field, without stepping on one or two, without stepping on numerous bombs along the way, then I don't know what to tell you. You need to ask yourself, is it best that I get a guide that has actually navigated this before and is actually doing this? Or should I just take my chances? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to ask somebody and go, has this person done this? But not only that, because I'm a skeptical person at heart. I don't want to take your word for it. I want to see you walking through that landmine field on a daily basis and go, holy shoot, that dude knows how to navigate that landmine field. The reason why most traders fail is because they're trying to walk through a landmine field. Like if you ever seen the Bad Boys 2 movie from like 20 years ago, where like dude stepped on that landmine field and like he exploded, a landmine, and he exploded. With Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in there. People are trying to navigate a landmine field and they go, well, like, I mean, I could shadow somebody and walk behind them until I know how to navigate this landmine field myself. And it might cost me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might have to pay just a slight little bit of money, sure. But, nah, fuck that. F that, dog. Like, I want to do this myself. Like, I've never watched across this landmine field, and I don't know where the landmines are, but you know what? This is a great idea for me to do this. And then, like, they wonder why their leg get blown off or why they get unalived. Do you understand that if you get your leg blown off and if you get unalived that you don't make it to the destination? You know, you get bust so many redos at this, boy. This is not a video game. It's a video game to me because I print money every day. But in real life, this is not a video game, man. You have limited resources and limited time. You're in a battle against yourself, and I'm telling you the truth. And you sitting there goofing around. They about to dump this, it appears. This is not screaming bullish to me at this point in time. My alert indicators are going off. I think they're about to go to 35.80. You got a limited amount of time, bro. That's why most people fail. Instead of going, that dude right there is navigating this correctly. What does he know? Excuse me, sir. Hey, what's your name? Hello, my name is, I'm just making this, hey, my name is NQ Insider. Okay. You mind if I watch you for a little bit? What do you know? Can you teach me a few things? So maybe I can, you know, I might not go the exact same route as you, as in I might have my own strategy, but, you know, maybe you can teach me what not to do. Maybe over the course of time, you know, I can pick up on a few things, and then I'll figure out my own way. Then I can become my own, you know, I think that the term is cartographer. I think, hold on. Define cartographer. Yes. Yeah, then I can become my own cartographer, which is a person who draws or produces maps. Then you can draw your own map however you want to draw it. That's the entire purpose. But how are you going to draw a map and you don't even know the route? Most people trying to draw maps, they don't even know the goddamn route. You ain't never walked the route before and you're trying to draw a map. You're not going to know where the hell you're going. If you ain't never walked the route before or spoken to a cartographer that knows the route, how you going to know where to go? You're going to go down the wrong path and waste your time. There is zero excuse. Like, you do know that that's how people determine which way not to go. Because somebody before you went in the opposite direction and got lost. And they wrote that down. They was like, bro, don't go down that route. That's not how you get to point C. Don't go there. It's C, like Johnsonville is not that way because I went that way. Don't go there. And your ass is sitting here goofing around and going, well, goddamn, I'm not going to listen to that dude. I'm going to go that way because I think it might be that way. And he's waving. He's going, yo, dude, there's lions down there. Don't go there. Hey, don't go there. And you're going, bro, who the hell is that dude? What the hell is he talking about? He's like, hey, bro, my cousin caveman number 3 just went down there because this is caveman times when they were trying to draw maps. Hey, my cousin went down there and he never returned. And I went down there and there were skeletons down there And you're going, bro, what the fuck is that dude talking about? Fuck that, I'm going on that route. And then like, you know, and then the saber-tooth tiger jump on you and bite you in your neck. Or he chases you and you barely escape and you go, holy shit. And holy shoot. Oh my God, I barely survived. I knew I should listen to that dude. And you wanna know what? And you wanna know what's crazy? You still don't know the right way to go. That's what happens when you blow accounts when you lose money. You still got to figure out the right route. So either you listen to him and go, bro, it's that way, or you do this, or you do another dumbass thing and then go down another route and try and take a chance there again. That's all you're doing. My peoples, I'm going for the day. Stay green, y'all. God bless. All right, man. We got to look out for each other. Keep it going, Dev. You're just getting started. Already logged out. Appreciate it, Alan. Yeah, you're done. Alan's done. Yeah. I'm being dead serious. I've lost my legs a couple times. Me too. That's why I tell you what not to do. My goal specifically is to stop you from doing foolish things. Because I am going to tell you the things that I did wrong. That's the entire purpose of this mentorship. So you can know what the navigate. You can go, okay, well, like, what can I do in between there? You didn't ask. What you need to do what you need to do to not have a scarcity mindset. You need to ask yourself this question: How much does what does one eval and one funded account cost? About like $200, right? Maybe about 150-ish. If you only blow one of them, maybe about like 150 at the most, $200 nowadays. It's not anything crazy. How much does it cost to be inside here for about 90 days? $49 for that knowledge center, $59 a month for Discord, or you can purchase a $150 package for $200. You need to go, bro, okay, I'm going to sacrifice one funded account. Do you think that I can save you from blowing one funded account in 90 days? Y'all just seen it earlier where like a dude was like, bro, I just been watching the live streams and bro, you stopped me from doing crazy things, bro. Like, bro, my P&L just reversed. And shit. And he just on the knowledge center. Y'all see it every single day. Ask yourself that question. That needs to be how you measure cost yourself. Can this dude save me from blowing one funded account once I get there or not in 90 days? And I know for a fact what that answer, just between that and our pre-market trading plan, I know what that answer is. What's up, E? Morning, y'all. What's up, Swerver? How do I get access to the Discord? NQinsider.com. It'll take you to the Knowledge Center. Both come with free 3-day trial, but you can't study everything in 3 days. So I know that when you read that Knowledge Center, and if you follow that Knowledge Center correctly, that you'll be hooked and that you're going to have to say subscribe. And if you unsubscribe, then I know that you didn't take it seriously. Then perfect. Then you don't need to be in here. They just watch for free. We can still be best of friends. Top Step 50K funded is $50. Oh, now it is? It used to be like $100, huh? Top Step 50K funded is $50 now? Are you serious? There's no excuse on us why you can't be making no bread. Are you serious? Done for the day. Paper trace and back testing now. Everybody green. Be on alert. Good job, Jesse. You're done. Way to bounce back, Jess. I'm proud of you, sir. Way to lock in, fine, sir. I'm loving it. You're done. 50. Top Step 50K funded is $50. Are you joking me? Are you jacking me? You have a lifetime membership? Yes, I do. $2.99 for Discord, $100 lifetime for the Knowledge Center. Because the Knowledge Center is only meant for you to have a point of reference. It's not meant in order to siphon you for $15 a month. It's not meant to do that. It's meant for you to have a point of reference in the event that you start struggling or you need to manage your risk. It needs to be at your fingertips, and it saves me time because I can't explain all of my strategies in the language to every single person that decides to come up with $59 to join Discord. That's why there's no cost for the mentorship. That's why I message people. That's why when someone messages me at 1 a.m., if I'm up and if I'm not doing nothing, I will respond at 1:05 a.m. in the morning. And I will give you guidance. And I won't say, bro, send me $250 for that, bro. What are you doing? I was just speaking to you for the last hour. On God. I put that on me. I'm being dead serious. I don't charge for none of that. Where's he at in here? Is he in here? Nah, he's not in here right now. There's a student inside here. There's a student inside here, bro, that called me. There's a student in here like this. This dude right here said, hey, bro, look, like, I really need some help. But even then, though, I told him, I was like, hey, bro, like, I really don't do, like one-on-one calls. Like, what is it specifically that, like, you specifically need? Because I can't do this for countless dozens of people. But he was like, hey, man, look, like, I really just need to go over this. This dude that when he joined, he's up, like, since joining, he's made, like, $30,000 or $40,000 in cash, and all it took him was 2 weeks. So dude was just trying to speak to me over the phone, and I can show you the proof because you know I don't lie. 'Cause I got nothing to gain from lying to you, so why wouldn't I tell you the truth? So in cash on his TBT Pro account, I spoke to this dude for 25 minutes on the phone on a random Saturday on my only day off. I didn't hit that dude up and be like, bro, send me $250 right now, bro, for that shit. On a Saturday at 4 o'clock, I spoke to this dude. And he gave me his testimony. Just so you don't think I'm lying, because he says I'm in Canada and that was a Canada number. You're not going to speak to no millionaire on the phone for goddamn 30 minutes on a fucking Saturday on his only day off. You're not going to do that. And then him not asking for nothing in return? Are you crazy? And then people want to sit here and debate with me about, hey, bro, that $59 a month, what do I get with that? I'm being dead serious. And I'm not lying to you. I can show you the proof if you want me to about how much money he's made in withdrawals since being here. Y'all remember Nick. I'm going to delete this because his phone number's there. But bro called me on WhatsApp. I spoke to him on WhatsApp. I'm not lying. Dude, you get guidance in psychology. His psychology was weaning. His psychology was poor. He already knew how to make money. He needed to improve on his psychology. See, he said he was already making money. He says, last year I got a $50K payout from them. He says, I will watch all your content during this weekend. He joined on the 23rd. And he needed some psychological training. I said, what's up, my man? I said, I have a few minutes of availability. Well, a few minutes turned into a 30-minute conversation with that dude over the phone. Anyway. See, that day he made 9,000, and here it is right over here. Since he joined, $1,300 a day. Minus these two cancel each other out, break even basically. 2,300. Oh wait, 1,300 is round up 1,500 plus 2,500. That's 4,000. Plus, let's just round this down, 16,000. Let's round this up to 25,000. Or 16,000 plus 2,500. That's 18,500 plus 6,000. That's 24,500 plus 10,000 rounded up another $40. That's $35,000 on his TPT account since he joined. And you sitting here goofing around with me trying to figure out. And look, I did not go, bro. Since you joined here, bro, you've withdrawn $35,000 in cash, bro. Send me $250, bro. And look, it's hitting his account. He sent it. Look at the withdrawals. Look. He's withdrawing the money. So this ain't no fake shit. Just in case you thought we were trying to scam you and only you. Trust me, you're not that special. Anyway, look at that. Look at that TPT account. Look, he made another $10,000. I didn't even see that. That was just 2 days ago. Look, that's TPT account. This dude is up $50,000 in cash since he joined this goddamn Discord. And you sitting there effing around with me trying to pay $59. I didn't even see that till just now. I promise you, I swear to God, I didn't see that. He said, I blew 2 SIM-funded accounts or else everything is fine. He don't give a shit about that when he's making $10,000 a day. His psychology needed to improve. You see the proof right there in front of you. Why would I lie to you? I'm not lying to you. And I don't even talk about Nick. There's dozens of people inside here just like this. This dude just joined. I didn't say, bro, you've been using my mental, bro, and you up $60,000 in the last 3 weeks now in cash. Not on no demo, bro. In cash, bro. On that one, bro, on them pro accounts. Bro, slide me $500 right now, bro. Come on, bro. That's only fair. I've been talking to you on the weekend, bro, for 30 minutes now. Hell no. Hell no, I didn't do that. Why would I do that for? I don't need his money. I want to do it because I want to do it. I don't want you to hire me. I want you to hire yourself. That's what I want you to do. I want you to take this shit seriously. But if it can be answered on our knowledge center, it needs to be answered on our knowledge center. And it needs to be answered inside that Discord. So don't join here and be like, don't join here. And on your second day, on a 3-day trial, go, bro, send me your number right now, bro, so I can talk to you for an hour about what an FEG is. What's a red candle? I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm not gonna speak to you. Don't do that. Go read that knowledge center. It's on page 1. That's what I'm gonna say. So it might not be the answer that you want to hear. In any event, how does he trade? I got absolutely no idea. Wait, when did you make that money? Wait, that wasn't me. That was him. That wasn't me. Trading or just as a friend. For me, if I needed him. Met E from Doom Scrum and TikTok, and now he's more than just a mentor. He's one guy I know will be there for me if I need him. Trading or just as a friend. Absolutely, brother. We're family. You and I, Anna. You have a lifetime? Okay, I already answered that. It's crazy how the ones you don't really know believe in you more than your own people, 100%. E, you never didn't believe in me. E, you never didn't believe in me, bro. When I got my first payout, first person, I'm gonna remember it's you, bro. Absolutely. And you want to know what's gonna happen? You're going to believe in somebody else along that journey. Someone's going to remind you of where you were, and you're gonna be like, "Hey, man, listen, I believe in you. I'm being dead serious." That's how that's gonna work, Zay. And then that's how we change the world, by helping out people. I'm being dead serious. I believe in you, Zay. Dead serious, I do, bro. Because I know for a fact that you can do this. Just not everybody's path goes the same way. I thought I was going to be in the NBA, man, making $5-10 million a year, easy. But, I made some mistakes along the way, personal mistakes. I thought I was better than everybody else. I didn't take my job seriously. well, basketball seriously, but I didn't take my schoolwork seriously. I wasn't failing, but like I would just be late to class. I would just do foolish things, and I didn't earn the people's trust, whose trust I needed to earn, and I acted as though I was better than everybody else. Don't get me emotional, because every single time I think about that, it starts to get me emotional, because I remember how it felt. I remember. And the people who I treated that were beneath me, they made sure that in the end, when it was all said and done, I felt far beneath in how I made them feel. And I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. And and sooner or later it came back full circle. And how I made them feel, I was feeling 10 times worse. I felt like ending my life. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget how I felt. How my teammates had to come over to my house because I was thinking about ending my life. I was flying in private planes and I felt like ending my life, like I had nowhere to turn to. Free food, everything, playing on TV all the time. And I felt like ending my life, like I had nowhere to turn to. I'll never forget how that made me feel. And it was because how I treated other people. I'll never forget that for as long as I live. So that's why I treat everybody with respect now. And I don't expect nothing from nobody. Be on alert. No. How does he trade? I already read that. If you don't know how he trades, how did you help him? Because it was psychological. He studied up on that knowledge center and he read up on some of the things inside here and he's listening to what I'm saying. That's why. The psychology. There's so many different things that you can pick up psychologically. And I could show the other message where he was like, hey, bro, he was like, I know how to trade. He was like, my psychology just weans sometimes. And he was like, I just might not trust my entries or X, Y, and Z. I can't remember what he said. His psychology needed to be improved. There's some students inside here where I will say one thing and one thing clicks in their brain and they never go back ever again. And they may watch for weeks and weeks and weeks or months even. And then I will finally say that one thing and they go, oh my goodness, I see that. That's what I was doing wrong. And it clicks for you. And then everything changes. That's what happened with Nick. But it took him like a few days. So some of y'all might take y'all to 2 or 3 months. But again, 3 months of your time in this market is 50 days. Well, if you can't commit to something for 50 days, then you don't need to be taking it seriously. Then go do something else for the rest of your life. Go do something else for the rest of your life. This ain't for you, if that's the case. That's why I removed the monthly option from the Knowledge Center. Because if you can't devote to knowledge for $49 for 55 days worth of trading or 90 days just in general, including the weekends, then I don't need to be speaking to you. Then I know you're not taking it seriously. I know that for a fact. Then you don't have to, then you know what it takes to become rich. Exactly. Everybody wants to be rich for nothing, but don't nobody want to put no work in. Like Ronnie Coleman used to say, everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but don't nobody want to lift no heavy ass weights. Watch out and be on alert. They're dumping this and they're bleeding this out nonstop. I told you I thought this was bearish. They dumped this shit 700 ticks. You might keep this pin right around 735. Timestamp is 1140. Expect the price action to be abysmal for the rest of the day. You need to walk away from this screen. Jeez, that candle. Yep, you need to walk away from the screen. They about to test you. They about to see if you know how to choose easier, better days to trade. The price action is getting worse now. It's delivering less cleanly. Every red candle is being met with a green candle. And the direction is uncertain, and they're confusing people. They about to test you right now to see if you're going to cut this live stream off and go on about your business. That's what they about to do. And you seen that goofing around with them now. You go up, you up $200, $300, $400, $500, and you about to give it all back or below that account. Or you sitting over here at break even when you should have been goofing around with us earlier, and you sitting over here at break even, 18 cents away from your life-changing payout. Not life-changing payout, because no payout's gonna change your life. None. I don't give a damn if it's a $50,000 payout because you're gonna want to trade again. One good trade will not make your career, but a bad trade can end it. Understand that. That was probably one of the biggest lessons that I've ever learned. But you one trade away from finally securing this payout and getting over that hump, and you 16 cents away, and you talking about, man, I'm gonna just goof around over here. Now you $200 away, and you like, dang, let me just double the size real quick, and let me short it real quick so I get my $200 back on 20 micros, on 20 contracts, please. And now you blow the account in one candle, and then you sitting there scratching your head like, man, what the hell happened? I was so close. Okay, goof around with them if you want to. What is that? Lower this candle. Okay, I was going to say if that was 735, they was going to dump this. They sitting there goofing around, not making no sense right now. It's OPEX, and you playing around with these people in the most dangerous day to trade in 90 days. It's quad witching OPEX on the day after FOMC. Question is, E, are you going to step away from the computer? Question is, E, are you going to step away from the computer? I'm not going to trade. I got the discipline. I promise you, you will not see me press this short button or this long button. So we just sitting there goofing around. I'm about to end this live stream right now in a minute. And I'm about to tell the people that we're going to be live this weekend for the free mentorship class. He said she started laughing. Yeah, I'm about to tell the people right now we're going to be live for this mentorship class. And then don't trade tomorrow. Why? Because the stock market closed tomorrow. Our futures will be open, but the stock market going to be closed tomorrow. You're going to enter into a trade that's going to go one way. Or it's going to chop on you and blow up your account. You need to wait until Monday. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to catch you, big bro. Stay safe. Take care. All right, you too, Zay. Holla at me, my boy. All right, guys. I think it's best we go enjoy our day. So, guys, I'll be live. All right, Zay. I love you, brother. Serious. I love you too, bro. Real talk. Guys, listen. We'll be live tomorrow. On Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. in the morning from Discord to go over the pre-market trading plan. If you want to join our community, it's nqinsider.com. Stay away from the scammers, please. If you have any questions about joining our community, DM me. I will never ask you for any money, ever. That is a scam, especially I know BTC. That is a scam. Stay away from the scammers. We run a free mentorship every single weekend for the students. Bring the questions so we can get to it, okay? If you have any questions, DM me. All right? We'll go over the volume balances this weekend in the class, in the mentorship. We'll go over it then so that everybody can be here, so it'll be recorded so that we can help the most amount of people. We'll go over the volume balances there, and then we'll back test them as well. All right? Guys, I believe in you, and I love you. I know for a fact that you can do this, guys, and I know it's not easy. I know some of y'all are struggling. I know that you're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, but we have to stay consistent longer than our own impatience in order for us to accomplish anything worth meaning. Anything worth meaning, I promise you. You need to stay consistent longer than your personal own impatience. Some of you, that consistency may be like, I don't know, like literally it may be like a month or so in here. Some of you, it might take you 3, 4, 5 months. But guys, do you understand that doctors go to school for 10 to 12 years just to make a few $100,000 a year? And their schedule is insane. And you sitting here trying to do better than that or twice better than that, and you're not willing to give yourself 6 months at that. You understand that you got to go to school for 10 to 12 years as a doctor. You understand that, like Uriah understands that you got to go to school and you got to take some crazy test in order to get a Series 7, and you got to do all these different things to work in the economics field to get a corporate job or to sell securities for dozens of years and to be consistent with that. Like Uriah said, he was working there for 28 years. But yet, most of y'all don't even want to devote 6 months of this under a mentorship when in order to do that, you need a mentorship anyway because you was in school. You have people above you. Series 3, Series 7, exactly. How much work you put in with that, Uriah? God knows how hard you work at it. I don't even got a Series 3 or a Series 7. You better than me, bro. I saw that, bro, and I just opened up I opened up a 3C1 hedge fund. I was like, man, hell no, that's crazy. It's not crazy, but that's what's required. That's your entry. If everybody could just do it by logging onto YouTube and by watching 3 years after being hired, exactly 3 years minimum of backbreaking studying and mentorship and guidance, and you still didn't, and that was just the beginning. That was just to get in the door, to be respected. People understand that, but yet when it comes to, man, hiring a mentor, in order to understand how to do this, how to make millions, man, hell no, I don't need no shit like that. I can do this by myself. Who told you that? Scarcity mentality. We need to adjust our mind first. Your mind needs to change before you get to the destination. You don't become a millionaire because you got $1 million. You become a millionaire beforehand mentally. Your brain needs to change. Everything needs to change. Lock in. I'll see you guys on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9, 10 a.m. from Discord. Maybe for sure this weekend for the mentorship this weekend. I'll let you know what time the mentorship is going to be. I love you and I believe in y'all. Stay safe. Bye-bye.